going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, for anybody who does watch my streams on pretty much the daily, I know it's a lot of you guys out there who do enjoy the content over there. I just want to let you guys know today on Sunday we're not going to be live streaming, and I think this is going to be a permanent addition into the schedule as well. I think every single Sunday of the week is going to be no stream. If there is a stream, I'd let you guys know, but it's probably going to be on a rare occasion. But putting Sundays aside, every single day I'm going to be live streaming over on Twitch. I start up at 10 in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and we go for about usually 6 to 8 hours. So plenty of time for you guys to stop in if you want to say hello, chat up with me, ask any questions or anything of that sort. I am very active when it comes to chat, and I love chatting it up with you guys in the first place. So by all means, if you want to see my live streams or any of my other social media, all of the links to that stuff are down in the description of this video. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are a fan of the FPS genre, and you played any top tier game for a long time, of course, things like Call of Duty or Battlefield or any other, like I said, top tier FPS title, more than likely you have run into situations where you were forced to contact customer support. Like I said, if you've been playing for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years into any of these franchises, at least once something has gone wrong in the game, maybe your account has been stolen, or you saw some, suspicious activity, or, there's a million things that can go wrong in these games that will encourage you to contact customer support. But more than likely, you have already dealt with them, and you already know what I'm about to say. They are horrible. They always have been, and they probably always will be, and there will never be a day that customer support will probably be good for any top tier, publisher. When it comes to developers, maybe, and especially indie developed games, yes, they definitely communicate with them. But when it comes to having to deal with, people like EA or Activision or the top dogs, the publishers, you are just going to want to die instead of go through that support. I've known multiple people who have suffered through this horrible service. Even people like British over on my Twitch channel, he stops in all the time. He's running into an issue where he got a Logitech product and was supposed to give an exclusive skin, a set in a Battlefield 2042. I feel like a lot of you guys probably already know what I'm talking about. It was a deal that was going on with, a Logitech mouse or one of their products, and it didn't work. And both the Logitech support was not helpful and also the EA customer support was not helpful. So he paid extra cash to get a product in-game, and months later, he has still not received it, and he hasn't stopped. He's still, arguing with them. He's still fighting with them. He is still, to this day, trying to get his stuff, and they won't help him. Imagine that. Weeks up to months of your time spent trying to get something you paid for, and they won't help you even in the tiniest ways. Just look at this. Tom Henderson over on Twitter put out a tweet saying, EA has closed an EA Help Forum post after 163 pages of people trying to figure out why there were false positive banned in Battlefield 2042. Over 100 people reached out to me privately on this matter over the past few weeks. This right here is absolutely ridiculous, especially when it's a legitimate problem. And all these individuals are trying to do is help themselves and help others and try to figure out the issue that is going on. And the fact that they closed the forum and are refusing these individuals to even talk or discuss about this stuff, I guess they think they're lying? They're supposed to be legitimately banned, but they aren't. It's actually been figured out that if you have an RGB keyboard or anything of that sort, that can literally trigger the anti-cheat in Battlefield 2042 and ban you. Yes, you heard that correctly. If you have a keyboard that has colors on it, you will get banned. Partially. It's not always 110% positive, but that is what happened to many, many people. And for some strange, stupid reason, EA support closed it down. They don't want anybody finding this information out. They don't want anybody resolving this issue. It's almost as if they want more people to purchase another copy since, they can't get back into the game since they were already banned, so they need to buy another game to get extra money. It's the same horrifying scheme that we also saw when it came to the Call of Duty franchise. Yes, Call of Duty had this same issue. I made multiple commentaries about this in the past, and I tried to help multiple people out as well, but this is just something that's so hard to make a publisher budge on, and I just simply don't know why, because like I said, these aren't lies, this isn't fake, this is legitimate information. Battlefield 2042's anti-cheat is so bad, so weak, and so pathetic that literally a RGB keyboard will trigger it. But as soon as you think it cannot possibly get any worse, it does. Over on Twitter, Battlefield 2042 News put out a tweet saying, EA customer support says Battlefield 2042 players are very happy with the game. The fact that the customer support out of all the teams out there, not the developers, not the publishers, the customer support, the people who have to deal with the complaints, the anger, the constant begging for returns, those individuals are claiming that everybody is extremely happy with Battlefield 2042, as if the numbers for this game are constantly not plummeting. I mean, the game can barely even hit 400 to 500 views on the Twitch charts. Other games are completely putting it in the dirt, including Call of Duty Vanguard. And the player count of this game drops on the daily basis. It gets worse and worse and worse every day that goes by. I cannot even get into a lobby that is not filled halfway through with bots. And games like Battlefield 5, which were known from the whole community as probably one of the worst games out there in the Battlefield franchise, is now becoming the most played Battlefield game in the whole franchise. I wonder why. I just have to know, how is it possible for a human being with, a brain, emotions, just like any one of us, how is it possible for you to sit there probably all day long, every single day, maybe you get a couple of days off, dealing with seeing the same exact thing over and over, people demanding their money back while also just bashing the game 24/7. I mean, the whole forum is filled with issues, bugs, glitches, and optimization problems. How can you sit there all day long and then have the nerve to go ahead and say what you did? I don't care how loyal you are to this company or if they even are writing your checks. At the end of the day, the company should know this. If the company wants to thrive, you shouldn't lie. If I were to go to my boss that I used to work for and not tell them any of the horrible news or the horrible feedback from other customers, they would never be able to improve. They would never hear it. They would never even know about it and probably lose those customers. So the fact that the main source of customer service who hears all these complaints is claiming the game is good instead of telling the truth and letting everybody know that it's absolute garbage and it needs work is mind-boggling. It makes me think that there's not a single human being over there, and they're pretty much all robots, just programmed to say the exact same thing, the exact same lines, and the exact same feedback. Trust me, I know there are a ton of issues going on when it comes to Battlefield 2042, including every other game like Call of Duty Vanguard as well. There's tons of glitches and bugs that need to be resolved. But I think one of the biggest problems when it comes to a lot of these games, and I don't want to, take away or put any distractions away from the core issues of the game, but another massive issue is exactly this, the customer service. It's such a crucial aspect to making sure your overall game is good. Investing money into the development of the game is fantastic, but also investing money into your customer service is just as good. That will give you the crucial feedback that you need in order to know if the game is good or bad, because like I said, the forums is exactly where people go to direct feedback. Yes, Twitter is fantastic and Reddit's pretty good as well for, formulating opinions. But if you want to go directly to EA, you don't go to those sources because at the end of the day, it's social media. They're going to be managed by a social media manager. That's not customer support, and that's not EA either. That's just, some random guy they have on, a social media platform. If you want to go directly to the source, just like with any other company, it doesn't just have to be about gaming. It goes to any company. If you have a problem, you want to go directly to the customer support to get fixes and changes. And if those people are bad at their jobs and they can't relay the feedback the community is giving to improve the game and try to fix it, then guess what? We won't see any fixes. EA won't hear about it. The developers can try. They could try to spread the word off of what they see on Twitter and also on Reddit. But at the end of the day, that only goes so far. You need to put people in there who are passionate about the game, passionate about the franchise, and passionate about the community. People who can also resemble and relate to the community. You can't work in customer service if you can't deal with people who are pissed off, because that's 99% of the time of customer service. Just because you're behind a computer screen doesn't mean, you have protection to ego the whole community. If this was real life, if you had an office that anybody can walk in, people will be doing that right now, and you have to deal with them face to face, just like any other person who works out there in the open world with customer service, who has to deal with angry customers on a daily basis. Just because you're behind a computer doesn't make you any different. Good customer service is very, very, very crucial. And if you can't deliver that along with delivering a good product, then guess what? Everything's just going to flop all around it. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Bonus, I hate it. Leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. Twitter and Discord. Both those are down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.